NCERT Class 7 Chapter 1 Topic 1.6 Division of Integers, under which we are going to solve questions of try these. Find part A minus 100 divided by 5. So we solve this. So as per the rule, we have to divide the whole number 100 by 5. So on dividing 100 by 5, we get 100 divided by 5 equal to 20. Now as 100 has the minus sign before it, so we put minus sign prior to the quotient 20. The property used in this is when a negative integer is divided by a positive integer, the quotient is a negative integer. Part B, minus 81 divided by 9. When we divide 81 by 9, we get 9. The whole number 81 divided by 9 gives us 9, and as 81 has the minus sign prior to it, hence the quotient 9 is also be a negative. Hence we put the minus sign prior to 9. Again the same property is used when a negative integer is divided by a positive integer, we get the quotient as a negative integer. Part C, minus 75 divided by 5. So when we divide 75 by 5, we get 15 as quotient, and as 75 has the minus sign, so the quotient will be the minus sign. And the property used again is the same. When a negative integer is divided by a positive integer, we get the quotient as a negative integer. Part D, minus 32 divided by 2 equal to, when we divide 32 by 2, we get quotient as 16, and as 32 is negative, so the quotient 16 is also negative, so we put minus sign prior to 16, and the property used is the same. When a negative integer is divided by a positive integer, we get the quotient as a negative integer. We go to another set of questions under try these. Find part A 125 divided by minus 25. So we solve this. When we divide 125 by 25 as whole numbers, then we get quotient as 5. In the table of 25, when we go for 5, then 25 multiplied by 5 gives us 125. Hence the quotient is 5, and as 25 is negative integer, so we put minus prior to quotient 5. And the property used here is also when a positive integer is divided by a negative integer, we get the quotient as a negative integer. We go to another question, B, 80 divided by minus 5. When we divide the whole number 80 by the whole number 5, the quotient is 16, and as 5 is negative, so we put minus sign prior to the quotient 16. Property used here is the same. When a positive integer is divided by a negative integer, the quotient is a negative integer. Part C, 64 divided by minus 16. So when we divide the whole number 64 by the whole number 16, the quotient in the table of 16, we see that 16 times 4 is 64, hence the quotient is 4. Now as 16 is negative, so the quotient is also negative, and the same property is used when a positive integer is divided by a negative integer, we get the quotient as a negative integer. We go to another set of try these. Find part A, minus 36 divided by minus 4. Here minus 36 divided by minus 4 can be written as 36 divided by 4, because when two negative integers are there and a negative integer when divided by another negative integer, we get the quotient as the positive integer, and the property used is minus a divided by minus b equal to a divided by b. So minus 36 divided by minus 4 equal to 36 divided by 4, and when we divide 36 by 4 we get the quotient as 9, and this is our answer. We go to the part B of the question. Minus 201 divided by minus 3. So we start dividing minus 201 by minus 3. So this can be written as 201 divided by 3 as minus 201, and minus 3 is written as 201 divided by 3 because the property used is minus a divided by minus b equal to a divided by b. When a negative integer is divided by a negative integer, we get the quotient as a positive integer. So on dividing 201 by 3, we get the quotient as 20 divided by 3 is, we get 3 times 6 is 18, and then after subtracting 18 from 20 we get 2 as remainder, and we carry 1, so it becomes 21, and 21 divided by 3 is 7. So our quotient is 67. Part C, minus 325 divided by minus 13. This can be written as 325 divided by 13, and on dividing 325 by 13 we take 32 first and divide it by 13. So 13 times 2 is 26, and subtracting 26 from 32 we get 6 as the remainder, and we carry 5. So we have to divide now 65 by 13, and in the table of 13 65 is 5 times 13 is 65. So our quotient comes out to be 25. We go to yet another set of try these. Is part 1, 1 divided by a equal to 1. So we solve like this. Is 1 divided by a equal to 1? We say our answer is no, unless a equal to 1. So when a is 1, then 1 divided by 1 equal to 1. Otherwise it is not 1. We check it by some examples. Let a equal to 2, then 1 divided by 2 equal to 1 upon 2, which is not equal to 1. We take one more example. Let a equal to 3, then 1 divided by 3 equal to 1 upon 3, which is not equal to 1. Hence, we conclude that 1 divided by a is not equal to unless a equal to 1. We go to second part of the question. Is a divided by minus 1 equal to minus a for any integer a? So we say that when a divided by minus 1 equal to minus a, our answer is yes, and we prove it by some examples. Let a equal to 1, then 1 divided by minus 1 equal to minus 1, which is minus a. Then we put a equal to 2, then 2 divided by minus 1 equal to minus 2. Let a be minus 5, then minus 5 divided by minus 1 equal to 5. This is also, if a is minus 5, then plus 5 is minus a. Hence, we say that for any integer a divided by minus 1 equal to minus a, which is true. We complete this video here. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel.